So we got Krizz Kaliko. Wait. So I recently found out that Krizz Kaliko started a reaction channel. Okay. And man, I've been going and watching a lot of his videos. They're so entertaining. And I recently found out from watching his videos that he has vitiligo. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Okay. When he was talking about how some people said he would have to wear makeup, right, in order to hide that, right? And I understand the sentiment behind that, but at the same time, what I would say, what my advice would be, you know, anything that makes someone unique is going to make them stand out. Okay. And not only that, you know, celebrating our differences is something that gives you something to talk about, right? So that's what my advice is right there. Okay. Not like it's needed or wanted or anything like that. I'm just giving y'all my opinion about it. Okay. You don't have to be perfect to be successful, right? And what you might consider as a flaw, someone else might think of it as something they can relate to because maybe they have, the same thing, right? So yeah, I definitely like wouldn't try to hide it or anything like that. I think it's something that makes you unique. Okay. And that's the main thing right there. We should set the precedent that we're not going to be expecting everyone to be the same. So, and one thing I want to go ahead and address, right, with that mentality that, oh, you'll have to, hide this aspect about yourself. You'll have to, another thing he talked about was, you know, that they were saying that he should lose weight and before he could actually be successful. And again, like I understand the sentiment behind that because what they're probably thinking is about how a lot of people are just so shallow that they expect like every artist they like to live up to like the standards that they want them to, right? Like you're gonna have to have a perfect appearance. You're gonna have to not be overweight, not be too skinny, not be this, not be that. A lot of people are that shallow, okay? But what my opinion there is, do you really want people that are that shallow to be your fans anyways? Okay? I wouldn't like go out of my way to try and make those fans happy, right? That's exactly what I would say. Is like if you don't want to support an artist who looks like me, then don't. That's my thing right there. Just don't. Look, the things that I look for in an artist is first of all the messages, the things that they're talking about in their music. If that is solid, then everything else is icing on the cake, right? That's the way I look at it. You got to be like bringing some, hopefully, some original content. And as far as, telling someone they should lose weight, the only way that I could understand someone saying that is if it is in terms of being healthier, right? That's it. If it is to like remind someone that the way they're living, right, is unhealthy, that they want to see them live a healthier life, totally understand that. But if you're saying that on a shallow level, then I can't get behind that. I really can't. So let's go ahead and check out this song, y'all. And I'm wondering, like, is that what he's going to be talking about here with the song called Wait?
I hate myself so much. They call it fat shaming.
Lose some weight.
Get bullied because I was
Yep,
overweight.
that's
And
what we're
can
talking
never
about.
have
Fat
Lose some
shaming.
weight.
These people have a
Gotta
lot of
stop
damage
that,
because they're
man.
obese. Obesity accelerates damage to DNA.
You have no self-control. That's why you're so
Gotta
fat.
lose some weight.
Guys, I look really, really gross.
Obesity can also
We gotta go ahead and address something else too. Look, a lot of people will look at someone who's overweight and automatically put them into this group and say, I know exactly why you're overweight. It's because you're lazy, it's because you overeat, it's because of these other things. And it's like, you don't know. Okay? You have no idea what you're talking about. Unless you spend every day with that person and know a lot about their like condition and everything that goes on with them, you just met them at the store, you have no idea what's going on in that person's life. All right. And I think you really should mind your own business, okay? And stop going and harassing people you don't even know, right? Like, just leave people alone. That's what the ultimate thing here is. Leave people alone. So I heard Bill Burr talk about this, about the whole fat shaming thing, right? Basically, what he was saying was you fat shame people, and then they can like get angry about it and do something and change their life. That could happen. It is possible. You know what else is possible? That person could already be struggling with depression, with self worth, with, all these other things. And fat shaming has a very high likelihood of sending them further into depression and make it so they don't even want to change and make it so that they have no desire to be around other people at all. They're just ready to give up on everything. That is what fat shaming could do to the wrong person. If you really want to help someone, how about encouragement? Like, whatever happened to that? The reason why it's said you don't know why someone is overweight. There's a lot of different things. One of the things I've already mentioned, the depression. Okay, so there's one. So you have mental disabilities. That definitely can lead to that. Then you have physical injuries that can, create a situation to where someone lets themselves go, right? Because of that. I mean, there's a long list of illnesses that can cause someone to have a harder time losing weight. Okay. And one of the talking points there is like, oh, get out and walk. Did you ever think that maybe they have arthritis? Did you ever think that maybe, they are disabled and they can't walk the way that you're expecting them to? Okay. And there's different ways, of course, that they can, exercise without walking. But that is where like encouragement would help. Like, give them some solid ideas, right? But if they ask for it, like, we still have to be courteous at the end of the day. That's my philosophy about it. Okay. Still be a nice person to them. You don't have to go out of your way to try and ruin their day, right? You don't have to do that. And another thing that I see a lot is they'll see a person who is overweight, and maybe they're buying a lot of food, right? And everything else, and then they'll criticize them like they're buying everything for themselves. They could have an entire family they're buying for. Okay? So stop being so daggone judgmental all the time. Just leave people alone. They did not ask for your opinion. Okay? If they ask for your opinion about something, then sure, but still try to be a nice person about it. Right? That's my opinion about it, anyways.
affect your quality of life and lead to psychological problems.
Lose some weight. Learning to love yourself more is one of the most powerful things you can do in regards to self-improvement.
I hate myself so much.
you know you got the best smile, open up. Pretty cute for a big guy, ain't what you wanna be. Ain't what you wanna be. I wanna be outside half naked, uncovered in the sun. You ain't taking that from me. Ain't taking that from me.
We all look alike with the lights out. And if we get dirty, gotta wipe off. Better make my plate with the white sauce. Anybody in my way, tell them it might cost. Better wait.
Now you really think you need somebody to wait? Praying and tell them free my body from weight. It's too much to hold on to. You be you and laugh.
Looking what they looking at.
If you bad, then you bad. If you mad, then you mad. If you bad, then you bad. If you mad, then you mad. Now it's a little more of you to love. Can't nobody.
I just love music like this, right? Because it lets you see like another perspective instead of just listening to one side of the argument. You really should listen to everybody and then, figure out whose side you're on, right? So at the end of the day, we are not all going to look the same. All right. We're just not. And as far as weight goes, there's a lot of different variables that goes into that when determining if someone is actually overweight or not. Okay. A person's height is a huge factor in that. And the other thing too that I'm just thinking about now, what you might consider overweight may not actually be overweight for a specific person, right? Because we're all built different. So someone else might look at Krizz Kaliko and say he's overweight. But guess what? He doesn't look overweight to me. Okay? And the thing about it is, as far as like determining if, someone is at a healthy weight or if they're overweight or underweight or whatever else, well, guess what? They really need to listen to a doctor, okay, to make that determination. You or me, like, we can't go and look at someone and say, this is unhealthy. It's possible if the situation is extreme enough that we could tell and we could make that determination just by looking at them. But it's definitely not always going to, but it's definitely not going to be that way for every single person. So there you go. That's my opinion about it. I think overall, fat shaming is not helpful at all. And even like trying to be helpful, right? To go up to a complete stranger and just start talking to them about their weight, I think it's extremely rude. I really do. Maybe if that person comes up to you and starts asking you about different diets and different things like that, then okay, then you can give them your opinion about whatever, right? But if they didn't ask for your opinion, then why are you giving it? Okay, just leave them alone.
Say nothing that you even gon' believe. You really don't believe. She wanna be outside half naked, uncovered just for fun. You ain't taking that from me. Ain't taking that from me.
We all look alike with the lights off. And if we get dirty, gotta wipe off. Better make my plate with the white sauce. Anybody in my way, tell them
Okay, Krizz Kaliko. Okay. At the end of the day, I just think we should be more respectful. Okay, just be nice to people. I think even if you don't believe in karma, you should still understand that it could be a real thing, right? You know, because if you go and ruin someone's day and then you're happy about that, right? Later on, someone could ruin your day and probably ruin the rest of your life, and they could be happy about it. Okay. So what goes around comes around. There is enough of that, you know, toxicity going around. We don't need any more of it. Stop being so daggone toxic. Okay. So, all right. That's it for now, y'all.